Excuse me, sorry guys. Oh, and I dropped one. What's going on, guys? I finally got the box out of the box, and it is a BT7 Touch from haloview, and this is a newer version of the BT7 that we installed last year, and I'm really excited to get it installed on our new camper. Yes, new camper. We'll talk about that later in later videos. haloview was kind enough to send this out for us to test out. They were also kind enough to give us a coupon code for you guys to use on their website. And the coupon code is Build Your Own Adventure. So we'll post that down below. I also will post a link down below in the description, and you can use that to get to their website and purchase a new BT7 Touch. So let's get this thing unboxed, installed, and we'll let you guys know what we think. Okay, let's open the box. And inside we have a user manual. We have some hardware. This is our, looks like the suction cup mount for the screen. And this is a dash mount for the screen. Very nice. Two options, I like that. A seal for the back of the camera. And this is a plate that goes on the back side of the camera. Oh, sweet. Yeah, the screen looks really nice now. It seems a little smaller, but I believe it's probably the same size. It just doesn't have the same mount. And since it mounts with the suction cup, it's probably going to be a little easier to fit on any dash. All right, now that we have it unboxed, let's get out to the camper and get this thing installed. On the back of the new camper, we're going to remove the old Furrion system. Then we're going to install the haloview system. And we're going to seal it up with this ProFlex RV sealant. I'm going to remove these 4 screws, just using a Phillips head screwdriver. And these screws are made so you can use a number 2 square bit or a Phillips. So if you have either one, you're good to go. Got the right end on it, just won't plug in. That's no problem. I'm just gonna cut these 2 wires. The wires here, we have a green wire, which I don't think I used last time. White wire to the black wire on the haloview. Green wire to the red wire on the haloview. And then connect this piece up to the camera. And it'll be as simple as that. So we're gonna cut these wires, and I'm gonna just cut them as close as I can to the length that the factory gave us, just to make sure we have enough, which we should have plenty. Cut those there. I'm going to pull this little backing plate off, lay those to the side, get the pigtail that was sent by haloview. I'm actually going to cut it. I'm going to cut it not very short, somewhat short. So now we're going to use wire strippers. It's probably somewhere down here. We're going to cut that much off. Do the same for the black wire. There we go. So haloview does send connectors, but I'm going to use these blue butt connectors just because it's something I'm used to using. So red and green. And then we're going to crimp that together. Then we are going to connect the black and the white. Those together, crimp them down. Now we're going to stuff these wires back in. And it looks like there's a lot of room, which is great. Before I do any more, I'm going to use this plastic razor blade and kind of scratch off some of this, some of the sealant that's here from the factory. Try to get that off. I might come back later with some Goo Gone, just a small amount on a rag. We'll usually take this stuff right off of there. So pretty simple from here. You just plug the connectors in, in there and then twist it so it locks up. Then I'm going to try to push all this wire into the inside of the camper. I should be able to make the existing screws work, so I'm just going to use the same screws I took out from the original camera and tighten them right back in. This is going to be a really easy installation. So I've installed several of these things now, and one thing I can tell you, you need to be very easy when screwing these in. Do it by hand. Don't use a power drill, because these will strip out on you, and you definitely don't want that. Okay, as you can see, we put a bunch of sealant on it. Went a little overboard, but it's okay. It doesn't look the best, but I'd rather have more sealant on it than less. So, haloview did send us an extended antenna, and what I want to try first is to use the regular antenna to see how well it works. I really think this is going to be enough. Our camper is 36 feet 11 inches, 37 feet pretty much. So I just want to try it out like this. We never had an issue with our other camera cutting out on us. The signal's very strong and it works great, so we're going to try it out on this one as well. Okay, to test everything out, we're going to do the old fuse in the 7-pin connector trick. Find the notch, connect these top two together with a fuse, and then we're going to use the Polaris to just test it out, make sure everything's working before we turn the truck on. So I've got a plug here. I'm just going to turn it on, and there we are. So I want to show you my preferred settings. So one of the first things I had to do was mirror my screen, and we're on this setting here. When it came from the factory, it was on this setting, but just for towing and the vehicle's coming around on the correct side, and I changed the mirror setting. One of the main settings that I had to change first, that I had to figure out, was this screen off setting. It was set on a timer, so every 30 seconds the screen would turn off. That's definitely not helpful when you're towing. So I turned it to 0, and it doesn't turn off at all now, and that's exactly where we wanted it. So your park lines, you can adjust those just simply by pushing up and down on the screen or going left and right. Left makes them closer together, right spreads them apart. When I first turned it on, the volume was on. Again, this isn't helpful when you're riding down the road. You just hear wind noise. When you're backing in a spot, this would be very helpful, and it's really easy to turn on and off now. So you can swipe down from the top. I think this also works from the bottom. Yeah, you can swipe from anywhere off the screen, and it's a quick way to get to settings. So you can turn the light on and off, and that's a light on the camera. This dims the screen. So there, you can dim the screen with that button. It's very nice because it's so easy to get to just by swiping up or down. Maybe, oh yeah, even from the side. So you can swipe from anywhere on the screen if you swipe off the screen and back on, and you can change all these settings. It turns the sound on and off. And this records if you have your SD card in. I don't have an SD card, that's why it has this error deal there. So we got it mounted up on the dash. Right now I'm just going to put it towards the center, and I'll just play around with the location of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and turn it on. And then if the lights aren't on automatically, you need to go ahead and turn your running lights on, and that powers everything up. So as you can tell, it's just as clear as the last screen. I really like it a lot better. It takes up less space. I like the suction mount on the window. That really helps out, you know, and it's definitely going to hold up because the hitch I have on right now is shaking this truck to death. So definitely a plus for the suction cup. It is strong enough to hold up. All right, once again, haloview has sent an awesome product, and I know we're gonna be happy with it. Works great, it's really clear, easy to use. The touch screen feature on this one makes it so much easier to use and so convenient when you are towing and traveling and you're sometimes in high stress situations. It's gonna be awesome. So again, thank you haloview for sending this out for us to try out. Don't forget the coupon code, Build Your Own Adventure, and the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.